But what I know is I'm feeling just fine. My life is like a red carpet, and I'm feeling like the richest millionaire. This is my local mayor, and I'm the biggest star around here. What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Subscriber died trying. You see the thumbnail, man. Stop being a bigger person. So, people saw the little news story about Russell Simmons, Kimora Simmons, and one of his daughters. And just the ridiculous disrespect, right? And then I wound up seeing Angry Man go live about it. And he was talking to a woman, and she was like, men should be the bigger person. And Angry Man told her, like, listen, men need to stop being a bigger person because, you're supposed to keep the kids out of it. But the problem is mothers don't ever keep the kids out of it. They tell them one side of the story and the kid, goes out trolling and being disrespectful to the father because they got one side of the story trying to be the bigger person and keep the kid out, right? Because now, that's how, quote unquote, all these kids get turned against one parent, or predominantly their father, because mom got a story that she always telling, even though she'll say keep the kids out of it. And the lady was like, you know what, I can't disagree. I can't disagree. That does happen. And then I thought about Shannon Sharp. And Shannon Sharp, when Shannon Sharp was doing Undisputed, he said, once my granddad told me, if you always got to be a bigger person, you need to stop hanging around little people. And so I'm going to get into the problem with this stuff. What you have, just using this situation as a reference, is a person who has a history of doing scumbag behavior, but they just happen to be the mother of the kids. See, let's rewind this. So now this 20-year-old is calling her dad a broke deadbeat. And what y'all forget is she has a brother by Damon Hansu. And you remember a few years back, which you forget, Damon Hansu had the same problem. He was going to court to get joint custody because she wouldn't let him see the kid on Father's Day. And what just happened this past Father's Day? Her other kid goes off on her other father. So men got to stop being the bigger person. Now, a lot of you young kids, and some of y'all are adults now, the reason why y'all so disrespectful and the reason why y'all think everything y'all do is okay because y'all was around your mama and basically she made you a scumbag. And I'm going to tell you what I mean. Those grown women, well, that one in particular, has no problem with her mother stealing from her father. But if her father says, I ain't giving you no money, now you a deadbeat and I don't want to talk to you again till you're dead. So you know what it's like to get screwed over. But when it's dad, it's not a problem. Interesting, ain't it? See, when people say these kids take the mother's side, usually they take the mother's side being liars, manipulators, thieves, scumbags. Nobody's like, do you think when you call somebody on FaceTime, do you think they're going to record you? No, but most fathers got to figure that out. Okay, this kid thinks it's an opportunity to be a scumbag. Because then dad got to realize, wait, you record me? Oh, so you talking crazy to me and recording me because you don't want, okay, you want to be disrespectful, but then you want to have a story to tell the public of why I went off on you for being disrespectful. I understand now. This is a game to you. This is what's going on. But I got to be the bigger person because you can, just like your mama could spin a narrative, or a lot of you mothers out there spin a narrative, you kids out there spin a narrative. And you wonder why don't all of these quote unquote kids, because we've seen it from ages from 30s all the way to teens, have the same issue, right? And people go, well, it's the fathers. No, it's not. You know how I know it's not? Because the vast majority of these same grown adults, the kids who have this behavior, they don't have any friends. And why is that? Because they try to do to their friends what they do to their father. And their friends not having it. They don't have any friends. They don't have any. And think about it. You don't hear about them with their cousins. You know why? Don't get along because of the same type of behavior. But see, since they're in the same age group, or they're not quote unquote the dad, well, we can't put it on that. And you can tell it's trolling behavior. That was done basically on Father's Day or the day after, right? You remember when 50 Cent's son did the same thing? 50 Cent had it was like a anniversary, not this, the one that just passed, but a few years back. The anniversary to like Get Rich or Die Trying, like the 15 year or something like that. What did he do? Put out a diss track. Hanging out with Supreme's son. I got to dish you. It's like, oh, okay, okay. Now, mind you, you know, and how do I know? A lot of men have been in the same situation. And how do I know this is a mother generated problem? I'm gonna tell you why. A lot of you ladies say, why don't you fight for the kids and fight, fight, fight? And Russell put up that old post as, why do you have to fight? And none of you women and none of you mothers want to answer that. What are these guys actually fighting for? When you kids go, why didn't you fight for me? And it's like, okay, so should I beat your mama ass for you? Well, if you beat my mama, then I'll never talk to you again. So should I argue with her? Well, if you argue with her, I'll never talk to you again. Okay, so should I go to court then put on blast? Well, if you go to court, I should never talk. So it's a BS game, and the mother wants to constantly play victim. Why don't you fight, 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 fight? And then it's like, okay, so now all of you people who claim y'all abandoned, no, y'all put somebody in a lose-lose situation, and they said, hey, I can't do nothing. They can't do nothing. If they talk to you, it's a problem. Think about it. The guy said, they say they talk to him, but he's blocked, but they don't want to talk to him. That doesn't even make sense. So if he says, you know what, I'm blocking y'all, I ain't talking to y'all no more. Oh, I'm abandoned. Stop being a bigger person. Because if you gotta be the bigger person, you're around too many little people. And a lot of these kids and these adults and these kids and these mothers have no problem being a scumbag. They have no problem lying to you. They have no problem stealing from you. They have no problem conspiring to cover up lies and theft. But somehow they're good people. Oh, but you know why we're good people? Because we're doing it to you. We're doing it to you. We're lying and stealing to you so it doesn't count. And we're living off of the money that we stole from you, and we're going to give you an attitude about it, but because it doesn't count. And it's like, oh, okay. Now, when she said, I want to talk, the next time I talk to you is when you're dead, he should write out the will. Flat out. Whoa, but that's my dad, and I love him. He never did it. He didn't leave me anything. For what? For what? You know? And why is it? Think about it. Kamora Lee Simmons is supposed to be married to the guy that she helped steal her ex-husband's money. Why doesn't she have his last name? Those kids in the house, they know what's going on. They knew what was going on when they got divorced, when she got divorced from Russell. They knew what was going on when she had a reality show that was showing that she was just a lazy scumbag when she was running quote unquote Fat Farm. It's a whole reality show on it. She don't look good on that show. They knew about it when she was with Damon Hansu. And then all of a sudden things went left. Because she didn't want to marry that man, if I'm not mistaken, because she couldn't collect alimony from Russell because Russell had more money. They was around there. They old enough to piece it together. They don't care because, hey, dad was getting screwed. I love mom. So it's okay to screw dad. You know? Then mom told me her side of the story, so it makes sense. It's justified. You don't know what she's been through. Here we go. Then she got with the other guy. Then she asked Russell to come to help to get in business. And Celsius is the same company that wound up being $1 billion company that lost that lawsuit to Flo Rida recently, where they had to pay him $80 million. So this is a profitable company that she just screwed up the money for. Stole his money. And people go, well, he's in Bali and you don't know what he's doing because he's not innocent. Okay, well, we're going to go by that logic. Since all these baby mamas not innocent, we should do all kinds of dirty stuff to them, right? We should steal from them, right? We should scam them, right? We should use them, right? We should turn the kids against them, right? Because they're not perfect people. And I don't care about what's going on because it's the Me Too movement. You got people in jail who guilty and people in jail who not guilty. You got people with careers who's ruined who's guilty. You got people with careers who's ruined that's not guilty. And does anybody care? No. Does Johnny Depp get any of that money back? No. Right? Is Bill Cosby getting any of that time back? No. His daughter died while he was in jail on some trumped up charges. Did y'all care? No. So if Russell said, man, I'm getting out of here. I ain't got time for this. And then if baby mama goes, well, we can steal his money because he's not here. And we'll say he's not perfect, so it's okay. My husband is on the books for basically money laundering, but he's a greater man than Russell because we stole Russell's money to pay for his crimes. And the kids are on the board with that. And then they trolling their daddy. You got to stop being a bigger person. Forget all that, man. Forget all that. Because the media is gonna go, she's a woman and a mother. She's covering up a criminal. And hey, it's because you're a white dude, right? But tell me what y'all think. And these kids, y'all know what's up. Because when that same 20-year-old daughter's gonna turn 30 and go, Mama, you were so wrong. She knew then, she knew now it was wrong. She didn't care though. See, she's only gonna care when she has to be an adult, and Kimora ain't gonna give her no more kickback money that she stole from her daddy. Then she gonna want to love her daddy again, and Russell be like, man, go on somewhere. Bye. I'm supposed, cause I'm supposed to love you with all the disrespectful things you did, and then now you go in public and you see this time and time again. Well, you got adults trying to be scumbags and scam artists to people and go, I don't know what I said and what did I do and I don't understand, and the only reason I did that is because you don't understand what I've been through. And it's like, no, all y'all act like y'all mamas out here. Y'all dishonorable human beings, and y'all want people to pay for y'all to be dishonorable. And now society is starting to shift because the people that was always footing the bill for all this are slowly, or not really slowly, but in droves backing out. And now y'all having these meltdowns like, you mean you're not going to pay for me to screw you over? That's how I was raised. That just somebody was supposed to pay for getting screwed over. It's like, man, F you. And then it's, I hate you for life. Whatever. But tell me what you think. Like, share, subscribe, or die trying. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace. You ever been at the top of the universe? I'm gonna say it again.